welcome back to yet another episode of Garage Party. And on today's episode, we've got my 1984 S-10 that we're going to be doing a quick flip on in one very easy step. So, in one easy step, I'm going to show you how to go from this little garbage to this. That simple step is, well, to buy another. This one's too far gone to be saved, so I've got a new one. So this S-10 is a 1986 Chevrolet S-10. But so this is the truck, extended cab, short box, visor. That's the important part. Same thing, 2.8. This one's an auto though. So the plan is we're gonna get it to run hopefully today. Isn't that right, Cody?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna make this thing at least fire up, run a little bit. Hopefully I can get a brake line on it, and who knows, if we're good enough, we could get it to drive today. You think so?
What? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. I'm gonna let the battery sit for a little bit, charge, and then we'll get starting fluid and just try it that way, because there's no injectors in it at the moment. So this truck specifically just came from the junkyard today. We found it 2 weeks ago. I picked it up for $1,600. I'm gonna get rid of these flares on this side because the other side doesn't have them. The underside is really solid. That bumper bracket has been welded. So really solid truck. It's got a like 3-inch body lift or whatever. It's gonna be perfect for what I want it for, which is to daily drive for a little while. And then in this video, hopefully it will also show this truck in 1 week from now going to Badlands. So let's go ahead. Let's get started on making the new S-10 run.
I'm going back.
Okay. We'll just do some more cranking of it. Make sure there's no other ATF leaks anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, should be good. I don't see any.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try for fire.
Okay.
I could go for it. It runs.
Alright, now put fuel injectors in it.
Yeah. Why don't I get it to run a little bit longer? I'll put a little more fluid in it. We'll see.
Yeah. I'll just let go of the starter.
Okay, go for it again. Sweet. It runs. All right, cool. All right, as you saw, it runs. I'd call it running. Yeah, I'd say so. So it doesn't have any injectors in it. So we're gonna go to my spare motor, get injectors out, whatever. Swap them in, connect the fuel tank because the ground wire is not on. I also found the brake line that's disconnected is still here. I didn't think it was there, but it's there, so we'll just have to get it off the trailer and get that on. We'll get air in the tire, and this is going well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's going great. I wasn't talking shit.
Excellent. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Vehicle.
Yeah. No, you were talking mad shit.
I was.
Yeah. What were you saying? Say it. Say it. You might as well. Just say it.
I don't care that you broke.
Yeah, exactly.
I broke your elbow.
You're broke.
Broke.
You're broke.
That's what these should say. This should not say truck. It should say broke.
POS.
This is the ground wire that's not hooked up. No big deal. We'll just get a spot nice and clean and throw that on there. It's going well.
Give her a little bit here. Okay. Alright. It'll start. We know it runs. Yeah. Let's wait till it gets a fuel pump.
Yeah. Cool. I don't mind if it has to be clicking back here. No. Alright, so far, this is an update. This video's ending with it running, and hopefully this thing will drive itself off the trailer today. So far, we've had it fired up a couple times for a second or two, but we're looking at fuel pump. We're gonna swap out the ECU because I've got an ECU. Just gonna try that. If that doesn't work, because the fuel pump has, when we try to jump it with the drill battery, it still doesn't kick on. But then it also has no power going to it anyway. So we're gonna go ahead, gonna swap out the ECU really quick, and we'll see if it at least gets power. Now, granted, it still might be a dead pump anyway, and if that's the case, I've got a clickety-clack. I'll have to see what PSI that pushes. If it's 14 to 16, then I can run it for a while. If it's not, then I'll probably just go pick one up, or pick up a brand new fuel pump anyway, because there's one for 30 bucks at AutoZone. So, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and swap that in. Either the next clip will be me explaining more of what's going on, or just more work of what we're doing. So, yeah. Now, Cody and Trey are gone. We've got Johnny and Jackson.
Rob's still here.
And Bobby's still here, yeah. So, throughout this time of the last clip and this clip, Bobby rewired the fuel pump. I installed a clickety-clackety fuel pump. I put a brake line on. What else did we do?
We fixed the glove box.
We fixed the glove box.
Yep.
We put
We have
a working key now, a hood latch.
Yep. That's red.
That's red.
It has injectors and replaced injector wiring.
Has injectors and replaced injector wiring. We've done a decent amount to this truck today.
Yep.
Now, once my stupid brother gets down here, it'll be time to actually start it and see how it runs, and hopefully it idles and all that good stuff. So,
we fixed vacuum leaks too.
and we fixed some vacuum leaks. Bobby and Johnny. I'll give them the credit because I didn't talk.
Yes.
And Jackson fixed the glove box, and Johnny put the ignition cylinder in.
And Bobby wired the fuel pump.
And Bobby wired the fuel pump. I barely did anything.
And I fixed the glove box.
And Jackson fixed the glove box, in case that wasn't said. And in case it also wasn't said, Jackson did fix the glove box. And just in case I missed it, Jackson did fix the glove box.
Johnny helped a little bit.
And Johnny helped a little bit, but it was mainly Jackson.
All me.
Oh, you know, I did do something. I put my window cranks on.
You did? Wow.
With the help of me.
Johnny helped me take them off the other truck, but I put them on this one.
Johnny's taking credit for
Johnny has basically rebuilt the entire truck from front to back, up to top, down to bottom. He's done it all. I didn't do anything.
It's only coming down.
All right, it's gonna be fire up number 3000.
Thanks to Jackson fixing the glove
Thanks
box.
to Jackson fixing the glove box. It is
Hey.
time to fire up the truck.
Fix the glove box, guys.
Hey, I'm gonna go break it.
Please don't. It took a lot of work.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
fuel pump, Joe.
Even the beans, bitch.
You have no fuel.
I got fuel pump.
You do. But you have no fuel. Why have we cracked the light up?
All right.
He's right.
So we've got no fuel up here.
I'm gonna find a rope.
Why?
I'm gonna tie it to your legs.
Oh. Okay. Look at you go.
I was about to say this helps out.
Following your screen the whole line. Never mind. No, you're not.
That's
Turn
Jackson.
the key on.
He fixed the glove box. You want to hold this? What's up? You want to hold that?
The light? Oh, the phone. I thought it was a light.
That's normal. White wobble.
What?
Just so you
What?
but your fans all low.
Yeah,
Fuel
it
pump's
is.
down.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
It happens. A little bit.
It's because I'm always like, well, I don't need a belt, and then I need a belt.
It's a little bit.
It would be spraying out of there. It should be
Fair
leaking.
enough.
At least
Someone
dripping.
has set his belt where it's like easily accessible every single day for him.
Do you have
Bobby,
fuel
I
in the
got
tank?
some
Did you add any
Yeah,
yet?
put fuel in there.
Okay.
He has them.
Worst case scenario for now, we could run it into a jug that has fuel. Just take a line from there.
Yeah.
In case either the pumps, the pickups clogged somehow, or
Okay, now I need you to pull that one all the way up, Emily, but leave the other one away because I know it's
you can take it all the way.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're gonna get it all the way up to me. Like,
I hope it does.
Oh my god, 7 PSI! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Then I hope somebody lights a CB.
that'd be fucking cool.
All right. Take
The
two.
line's still loose, so
Yeah, so just turn the key on and
Okay.
sit for a second, and we'll tell you to turn it off as soon as we get
Are we going again?
Yeah, but it's
not gonna
start this time.
And action!
Yeah, I didn't really get the line to pull out, so I don't know if it's on the line.
Sounds like it's pulling it.
Maybe it is still sealed. Let's just go into the return.
Well, we'll tighten it up and have Jake try it.
Yeah, because you can hear it.
Yeah.
Should I shut off?
You could leave it running.
Yeah, just let it run.
Yeah, let it run.
All right.
Worst case scenario.
Did you hook the? You didn't hook the return into your can, did you?
No.
No, the return just go back into the tank. It'll be okay. Yeah. Because that's still hooked up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we
You
got
can shut it
fuel.
off. You you shoot the key. Oh.
Oh.
No, Johnny's already close enough to tightening it,
Okay.
so we're good.
Oh. Why are you losing it?
Just make sure we got good fuel flow.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see if it sprays out of the injector. It's not gonna do it. The injectors don't do shit. It's something with a computer that I wire into the ECU.
So is this when we do the carb swap?
Let me know when.
Crank? Yeah, this is when we
Crank?
all move away except
Yeah.
for Johnny. Pop.
Hey.
Action!
It ran.
It does.
can't Run.
Don't use my injectors.
Fair enough.
All right, and after all that, I finally got it back in here. I just towed it with the Dodge, pushed it, whatever. Still no brakes, so what I'm gonna do, now, okay, I don't know if I've said already, but I also noticed this truck has no CV axles. See, gone, the other set's gone. You know, it's not the happiest without it. So, I'm gonna order those tonight. Along with, I'm going to get wheel cylinders for the back because they're probably junk. I'm going to try to bleed those anyway. But I'm going to just do a little bit of preventative ordering and get a set of wheel cylinders. And yeah, should be pretty good after that. So tonight I'm basically done, but in the next clip we will be doing brakes and stuff. We'll get all that together. I'll get it up in the air, whatnot. Do some more adjustments on a couple different things. I thought at first I thought it was eating all the gas, but then Bobby did inform me, which is a good thing he informed me because I don't know why, but I drew a blank. But this little fuel cell we have doesn't have a return to it, so all of the leftover fuel while this was running, like in the on position while I backed it off the trailer, it sucked most of that fuel and put it into the actual gas tank. So I think I'm gonna focus on getting this actual pump in the tank at some point this week. Hopefully tomorrow, but I think tomorrow's bigger deal is gonna be getting brakes on it. So we'll do brakes tomorrow and hopefully fuel cell. Wednesday, I've got a haul to do, so I won't make any progress on this. But then Thursday and Friday are kind of the last 2 days before Badlands that I can get this thing running pretty good and decently safe. So Bobby's going to help me out. He's going to, kind of while I do the brakes, I think he's going to sort out some of the rest of the wiring for it. So that way I can get headlights, taillights, my cool lights up there. Even those aren't wired in anything at the moment, so we will have to do that. But obviously the more important things are taillights and headlights. And turn signals are optional right now, but are a need at some point. All right, it is Tuesday. That's right. Next clip, next day. So currently what we've got going on, Bobby's already fixed some of the wiring, so that way we don't have alligator clips being the communication between that and whatever else. So he's got that going. Doing pretty good on that. I know technically, you could say this isn't the prettiest ever because it's like up in the open, whatever, but it's not really like spaghetti wiring because even though over here it kind of looks like it, we'll just have to zip tie some of this stuff up before we go anyway. Mainly because this could be a hazard of falling into that. But no big deal. Gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get it jacked up, tires off, fix this brake line because this is the one down through here that leaks. So far the only one that leaks. But other than that, right once that is done, I'll come back and then after we bleed the brakes and whatnot, and I'll give you guys another update. I might set up a time lapse of doing the brakes and stuff, but that's really not the most exciting thing, so we'll see. All right, so we went to the store of Autoland and we got some wipers, and then we got oil that we'll put in come Friday before the lands of bad. Some stuff to make it smell good and run better, and unions for the brake line. So we're gonna throw those wipers on really quick, just because for some reason, we think we figured out why, but just in case, when we put the key on, it will just turn on anyway, even though the wipers weren't on. So I'm gonna swap those out right quick, finish up this brake line, try to bleed the brakes. But one thing I did notice is these front brakes are like really nice. Like they're still like, the pads are virtually brand new. So that's pretty cool. They almost look like EBC red stuff. But I don't know who would put that on an S-10, but more power to them, because that means I got nice stuff. I haven't taken the back drums off yet. I do know at some point it'll need tie rods, and hoping to figure out why, where the axle bolt's on, why that doesn't rotate when the drive shaft spins, because we did try that and it does not rotate. We think maybe some type of vacuum modulator or something, I don't know. Or just
the hub use on this guy.
Yeah, whatever locks it, so we'll figure that out. Worst case scenario, the axle's not good, and I've got another one, so I'll probably take the spare axle to Badlands anyway, because just in case, it shouldn't be that too bad to swap out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. Bobby's gonna finish doing more wires and stuff, because even though I'm gonna say he likes it, even though he might not, but I don't know, so I'm gonna say he likes it anyway.
I do actually.
Look at that, Mr. Electrician himself. Thank you. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and knock out some more stuff, and then once I have a pretty good update, I'll be back. All right, so today's Thursday. I'm not done yet, but I did want to throw out an update. So we've got the rest of tonight, which it is currently 10:06, and I need to be done at least latest by 11. So I'm gonna see what else I can do within the hour. But here's a good update. So bed is back on. I don't know if I showed that in the last clip, but bed is on again because fuel pump is done. Fuel pump is in the tank. We do have no leaks. I do need to install a fuel filter, which is no big deal. But yeah, so it's an inline. But yeah, so it's an inline fuel filter. It already has one on it up by the motor, but I'm gonna put another one in anyway because the sock that was in the tank, it looked all right. It looked pretty clean, but I just like to have that for a little bit of reinforcement. So no big deal. I think I'll either do that now or tomorrow. One thing I really want to do is get the exhaust in. So yeah, but I'll show you the exhaust in a second. But I do now have almost all 4 brakes on each corner. So I had to replace that hose, and I will at some point go back and get this out and do it correct, but it kept spinning and I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I zip tied it, so it's fine. But now it's got a new hose, and so this one will get brakes. And then I just replaced, as you saw, the wheel cylinders on this one and that one. That one went a lot faster because I knew what I was doing. So yeah, I do have to, I gotta patch some of the line back here. I'm gonna just union it, put union fittings on it for both ends, so over there and over here, and then it will have brakes. Because I know for a fact it wasn't the rubber hose up there that I was kind of thinking it might be. I did order one, so I have one, but that's not the case, because if that was the case, I would not have had any fluid be leaking out of here while I was working on this side and that side. That side didn't leak as much fluid because most of it did leak out of this side, but that's a good sign regardless that that rubber hose does not need to be replaced back there. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get that finished, done. Then I'll have bleed the brakes, and that part will be done. So like I said, the next part is exhaust, and the reason I gotta do the exhaust is because, so there's part of it, and then back here, I don't know if the camera can see it, let me get a light. So yeah, there's part of the exhaust, and then where's the other part? There it is. There's about a foot gap between the 2 points, because that is where the cap sat. And the Junkyard definitely cut that off, because you can tell it was cut because of the plasma, like it looks like it was cut off with a plasma cutter. So gonna get, I already went out and got it. That would be, I'm gonna put a cherry bomb in its place just because I can. So we're gonna put that in. It's gonna clamp it in, hopefully. If I have to weld it, I will. It's not the end of the world. And then here's the fuel filter. So she's getting close. She'll fire up every time. Actually, we could do that right now, which is great. So I'm gonna go, yeah, I'll fire it up for you. We'll see how loud it is now, and then after I put the cherry bomb on. So yeah, I'd say she's pretty loud. She's pretty rowdy. I do still have to do like an endurance test on the motor to make sure the cooling system's okay. But one thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow when I pick up the brake lines. I did get a new thermostat. I'm getting it from O'Reilly's tomorrow. Only reason I'm doing that is because I don't know how long this one's been in here, and the last thing I want is for that to get stuck shut, and then we blow a head gasket or something. So definitely don't want that. And then gotta get the radiator supported because it's kind of hanging in there. So I'll look at some of the other motors I have and see what I can do with. All right, so we got the exhaust in. I'm gonna guess it will probably have a small exhaust leak anyway, but it's better than a big asshole. So let's see how she sounds. Not as bad. Still pretty loud, but yeah, in all honesty, it kind of sounds the same. So I think I'm gonna have to attend to that tomorrow and try to make it quieter if I can. I'm gonna do what I can to do so. But yeah, that's tomorrow's problem. At least the hard part's in. Now I think I'll be able to figure out a little way to make it even quieter. All right, this is take 2 of exhaust. I put a different clamp on it, hoping this works. So we shall see now. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, she's a lot quieter. I think the alternator chirps a little bit. Sweet. This is much better. Still loud, don't get me wrong, but it's better than what it was. Yeah, she's still loud, but it does seem a little bit quieter. At least I think so. I mean, you guys will probably be able to tell better in the video than me. But yeah, so I'm gonna say exhaust is done. So here's the list of things that need to be done. We've got, well, now we can cross off exhaust. So we've got fan radiator have to be mounted. Everything that's starred in red has to be done. That one we have to do later. Inline fuel filter, mount ECU, test 4x4, CV axles, drive, obviously. Lights, brakes, so exhaust is done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rest of the brake lines in. Then I'll move on to, honestly, I'll probably do CV axles next, because I know getting the bolts are going to be a little bit of a pain, which I might just see if I can't find one, and instead of robbing one off another truck, which would probably take a second or two, just go ahead, find one that works, find the correct threads, and go to Menards and get some. I can actually test this now while it's up on jack stands, but I think I'll wait a little bit. It's either going to be now or it's going to be after the CV axles get put in. Lights is, we have to do. Brakes, obviously. Sound system, visor lights, remove fender flares. This stuff, this here, I'd like to do over these two. Obviously, this would look cool, but this would make the truck not look so, like, fender flares on this side, none on that side. So get rid of those, but obviously the important things that I still have to do, have to steal this off of the red S-10, the mount and the fan, and then yeah, this will be quick and easy, but that shouldn't be too bad. That, I don't know how difficult that's going to be. We're hoping it's just some type of ground, that's the issue, and that won't be bad. So this is looking pretty promising. I think once I get brakes on it, I might actually put it back on the ground, test drive it, then put CV axles, but I'd have to move my trailer. So we might just wait a little bit until we've got some more stuff situated. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, finish up those brake lines really quick. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll probably I'll find some bolts for the CV axles, and either I'll run there or I'll have someone else run there and get this. And then we'll work on mounting fan radiator. And then probably once Bobby gets here, I'll get some insight on what we can do for the lights. But it's looking promising. So one step at a time, and we are getting so much closer to getting this thing back on the road. All right, she is back on the ground. A lot of stuff did get done. Brakes were bled, CV axles are in, test 4x4. Still kind of iffy on if that works. That was done. That was done. This was done. This was done. Yeah, that's done. This we didn't put in, but I'm taking it with anyway. So it is time to actually do the first little test drive through my yard. We didn't get lights put on it, so this is gonna be going blind. All right, this is test drive number 1 and the only one until Badlands. I've got Grant with me. We're gonna do this. No lights. We got lights, kind of, not really. Off of instinct. You get to film. Oh goody. Well, it rolls. That's a good sign. Oh no, my wipers are stuck on. All right, brakes are kind of there. I mean, it stopped. Could definitely be bled again. We'll try for lights. Yeah, we have no lights. All right, this is great. It rolls. Power steering doesn't really exist. Oh, I can't see anything. Yeah, I think it could use some fluid for the steering rack. But I think it's low on gas. I think that's the reason for this back power and stuff. We're not going to go up there. Oh, sad. Well. I'd say that was pretty successful. It needs better brakes, that's for sure. I think we just need to keep bleeding them. But we'll bleed them tomorrow at Badlands. All right, and just like that, in a week's time, it's time for the Badlands. I finished up a lot of stuff yesterday. This is my fan. It's not pretty, but it works. We got the hood to somewhat latch. We have brakes somewhat. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see what we can do, see what type of trouble we can cause, and hopefully not wreck the thing. All right, so day of the Badlands didn't go really as planned. It runs and drives pretty okay, But yeah, she's not ready for off-road stuff just yet. But you know what? This is still a win, because in 1 week, 7 days, I took this car out of the junkyard, this truck, got it running, driving, and took it to the Badlands. And we're about to go have a lot more fun with a lot of other stuff. And just like that, we are back home. That is going to wrap it up for today, for this video. This is one I know was longer, but it's totally worth it because today's Sunday, so a week and 1 day ago, this was still sitting in the junkyard. Now, as you've seen, it runs, it drives, it stops, and it's gone to Badlands. We put a little bit of mileage on it. It overheated one time. That was kind of whatever. Put water in it. It's been good ever since. So yeah, this is my very first junkyard rescue. We knocked it out in a week. A lot of thanks and a lot of credit to helping me would go to definitely Robert. He did a lot of work for me. Jackson, Grant, Johnny, Cody, Trey. I think that's it. If I'm missing any of the guys, just they could text me or something. I don't know. But yeah, so they all helped out. Just to remind everybody, Jackson did fix a glove box. So yeah, it's been good. All of those guys put in some type of work, whether it be small or large, but either way, they helped. We got it going. It ran. It's done. I did it. We did it. We did a 1 week junkyard rescue. Took it to Badlands and had fun with it. This just shows, as even the big time channels and automotive guys like Roadkill and everything, just, you know, when they say go out to your local junkyard or wherever you can go to find one, find something you like, pick it out, buy it, you can get it running and driving in a week if you do it right. And yeah, and we proved that you can walk into your junkyard, find a car, pick it out, as long as they sell it to you, buy it, and then if you trash on it all week, save up some cash beforehand, of course, to buy the car and then a bunch of parts of whatever you need. Do some pre-ordering before you pick it up if you checked it out, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, then you thrash on it all week, you can have it back on the road within a week. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for today's episode. This was a huge success, and this will have many more episodes on the channel soon. It probably won't have much progress on it anytime soon, like within, I'd say, a month, because we still have to focus on the Ranger. But it's here, it's ready to go, and it's gonna be a fun little rig. That being said, I do hope all of you enjoyed. And if you did, like, comment, subscribe, share it if you want. That'd be pretty cool, but I can't tell you what to do. And yeah, we'll see you next time.